Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. Our story here is regarding Elon Musk buying up 9.2% of Twitter, making him, get this, the largest shareholder in the entire company. Some people on Twitter are saying this is an entire game changer, and let's hope it is. Be nice to see a company that has moved so far left in regards to censoring people coming back to its roots of free speech. So let's hope that Elon Musk can move mountains here in the company of Twitter. Well, the Daily Wire posted a bunch of people's different tweets here that I want to go over. We have one from conservative Liz Wheeler that I absolutely love. She created a to-do list for Elon Musk. Gotta love it. The first one, which is an obvious one, buy all of it. Heck, take the entire company and transform it, and again, make it something back to free speech. Also, she wants the end of shadow banning. That would be nice. Open source curating of trends. And I love this next one. Stop misinformation warnings. For the love of God, can we stop with the misinformation stuff? Now, if you're kind of confused what misinformation is versus disinformation, misinformation is just you posting something online that just so happens to be false. You didn't know it was false. You thought it was accurate data or accurate information. And look, it was incorrect. That happens to all of us. Or the data changed. Maybe at one point it really was 10%. A new study just came out and said that, say it was like 15%. That would be misinformation. You get banned, censored, or even locked out of your account for saying something that technically was a truth at one point and now is technically not true anymore. Whereas disinformation is you intentionally posting information that is false, knowing it's false, and trying to change somebody else's opinion with that false information. That would be disinformation. Now, I personally think you should be able to do both. Is there a problem with disinformation? Yeah, I think so. But I think somebody still has the right to push it out there. And I think other people should have the common sense not to believe everything they see on the internet. That makes sense too, right? To go out and actually do the research to see if what that person is saying is true or false. But I digress. I guess some things aren't so obvious as they should be. It also says here, don't ban science, gender, and COVID. That would be nice. Again, you have the Babylon Bee that was just banned out of their account the other week for saying that Rachel Levine, the 4-star general of the Biden administration, is a biological male, which is literally factual true. You also have Charlie Kirk of Turning Point USA saying the exact same thing on Twitter. He was locked out of his account. You have the editor-in-chief saying the exact same thing on Twitter of the Babylon Bee. He was locked out of his account. You also have, I believe, the editor-in-chief or an editor from the Federalist saying the exact same thing. He was locked out of his account. And the only way they can get back into their accounts, folks, is if they delete the tweets. Meaning they're not even posting disinformation or misinformation. They're just stating an actual fact, and they're still being censored. So it would be nice to go back to science and something we can all follow. That's objective truths, and we can move forward with this stuff. And also commit to free speech. God, that would be nice, huh, Twitter? We also have Jeremy Carl here. If Musk helps restore at Twitter to its free speech roots and moves it away from its left-wing censorship regime, it would be perhaps the most heroic and public-serving action I have seen a billionaire take in my lifetime. Now, this is purely subjective. I'm not going to break this down too much and bat this guy over the head or slap this guy over the head with that statement. Maybe it is true in his perspective. I don't think it's the most heroic thing or public-serving action a billionaire has done. And maybe he's definitely older than me. In his lifetime, I've seen billionaires do a lot greater things in philanthropy, but that's here nor there. It's still a good thing what Elon Musk is doing, especially in regards to free speech. Well, we also have Will Chamberlain here. Elon Musk and like-minded free speech supporting billionaires buying a controlling stake in Twitter is the only plausible market-based solution to censorship on the platform. Well said, good sir. We have Elon Musk has just taken 9.2% stake in Twitter. Watch them sweat. Yeah. Not only watch them sweat, but, if Elon Musk really starts making some changes here, the left are going to lose their crap. And they are, right? You thought the whole Disney walkout thing was bad. Wait till you get all these leftist progressives just losing their shit, going on the streets, complaining and crying and screaming and whining their way as they walk around the building with their pitchforks. Like I said, it's been a while since we've seen that Disney walkout. It's been a couple weeks. Where the heck are all these lefties going out and complaining? Like I said, under the Trump administration, it was every other day. Every other day they're out in the streets. They ain't working. They're out protesting. It says Musk recently teased a shakeup at Twitter or possible plans to build a new social media platform that promotes free speech. Last month, the Tesla CEO asked his followers to vote in a poll about free speech, and Twitter's adherence to it, emphasizing the consequences of this poll will be important. Now, a lot of us, including myself, and I actually reported this, I thought maybe he was emphasizing the fact that he's going to start his own platform, but it seems like now we know his true intentions here was to put a lot of money and buy up a ton of shares of Twitter to see if maybe he can make some changes there. It says, quote, free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Absolutely right. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? Absolutely not. The 50-year-old asked. The consequences of this poll will be important. Please vote carefully. Well, the poll, as you see here, was actually 70.4%. I believe there was like over 2 million people that took part in this poll. It said when the poll came back to show that more than 70% of the 2 million plus who voted answered no, Musk teased creating a new platform of his own, which again, I thought was going to happen. Quote, given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done? He asked, following up, is a new platform needed or just changing the damn one that everyone's using now? And it looks like he went with the latter, folks. So that is freaking awesome and well done, Elon Musk. The next day, the entrepreneur said he was giving serious thought to building a new platform with an open source algorithm promoting free speech. Would you consider building a new social media platform? Elon asked. One Twitter user asked. One that would consist an open source algorithm, one where free speech and adhering to free speech is given top priority, one where propaganda is very minimal. I think that kind of platform is needed. And giving serious thought, Musk responded. So yeah, maybe he still is doing that, but I think it's definitely a step forward to thus, of all of us, I should say, that love free speech and want to utilize Twitter. Look, Twitter used to be good. Twitter used to be a place for free speech. It used to be a place that people get their thoughts out. And it was such a big place where people get their thoughts out that they actually expanded the character count. Remember when it was like super limited to what you can write? And then they're like, heck, this isn't enough, so people need more. And they gave people more. And then you had the leftists infiltrate the company and turn it into the crap hole it is now, where you can't even say absolute facts anymore. And that if you say absolute facts, you're gonna be censored. But if you say things that are false, you're banned. That's where that company is going. We would all love for Twitter to turn its ways. We all want to use Twitter. We all want a platform where our voices can be heard, whether it's truth or lies. Look, everybody has the right to say what they want. And also everybody has the right to believe in what they want. So let's hope Elon Musk makes some big changes here at Twitter. Folks, let me know what you think of this decision with Elon Musk buying 9.2% of Twitter. Do you think he'll be able to make these changes, or do you think it's just a move that's not going to turn into anything? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, as always, make sure you like and subscribe to The Bald Brad Show. And folks, I will see you later here on The Bald Brad Show.